Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Straight ahead, ETN. Taken down at the 42. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They go play action now. Lawrence on the move to his left. Lawrence hitting the ball is free, and the Texans scoop it. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. ETN. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
One more time with ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On third and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To throw, Huntley. He completes it to Beckham. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, there he goes left side. Past the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. The Texans at 9-6 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. The decision to go for it pays off. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Once more, it's Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Huntley to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Touchdown! Nico Collins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Here's Huntley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and I found we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags get a bit closer. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 66 yards.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead.
19, Tiger, 19.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Derek Stingley picks it.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Swain going to look to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
It's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Hey, Johnson.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Got it. Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On the jump.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Looking to throw. Huntley being chased out left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got a man.
complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Patterson's kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Huntley sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
60
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles, 6 check Panthers.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go. Liking 18.
Back to throw. Huntley.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Pierce. Is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Tyler Huntley
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
He's back to throw.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Let's go.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Etienne up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Lawrence on the sneak.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll try to run with ETN. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's Lawrence. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going for it with Pierce.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On fourth down, Huntley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those. It was close, high score.